There's a pattern in coaches who've been practicing 3 or 4 years and are frustrated with retention. When you trace it back, you find the same thing. They enrolled clients they shouldn't have. Not because they were dishonest, but because they didn't have a clean framework for the 4 conditions that tell you to walk away. Not enrolling a willing buyer is a capability, and this is where it gets built. There's a pattern I see with coaches who've been practicing 3 or 4 years and are frustrated with their client retention. When we trace it back, we find the same thing. They enrolled clients they shouldn't have. Not because they were dishonest, because they didn't have a clean framework for the 4 conditions that tell you to walk away. Not enrolling a willing buyer is a capability. This video builds it. Signal 1, wrong fit. CC1, demonstrates ethical practice, subcompetency. 5, your niche and the prospective client's need don't align. Example, an executive coach getting a call from someone whose primary need is life change navigation after a divorce. Could coaching help? Probably. Is it this coach's best work? Probably not. The fit assessment requires honesty about where your coaching produces real outcomes, which means knowing your niche. That's the Module 2 callback, the validated hypothesis niche. A coach who takes every willing buyer hasn't validated their niche. They've avoided the decision. ICF Code of Ethics 2025, Standard 5.1. Accurately identify my coaching qualifications and work within the boundaries of my level of coaching competency, expertise, experience, training, certifications, and my ICF credential. Cross-reference Standard 4.2. Recognize your personal limitations or circumstances that may impair your coaching performance or professional commitments. Signal 2, wrong stage. CC1, demonstrates ethical practice, subcompetency. 6, maintains distinctions. The prospective client situation requires a different intervention type: therapy, consulting, legal counsel, medical support. The coach who enrolls someone who needs a therapist hasn't helped them. They've delayed the right intervention. Picture a prospective client in active grief who says they want coaching to get their life back together. The coach who asks, "What support do you currently have around the grief itself?" and gets nothing, is looking at a referral, not an enrollment. CC1 Subcompetency 7 refers clients to other support professionals as appropriate. ICF Code of Ethics 2025, Standards 4.2 and 4.3. Standard 4.2, recognize your personal limitations. This may require suspending or terminating the coaching relationship. Standard 4.3, remain alert to indications of a shift in value. Explore different coaches, professionals, or resources. Signal 3, wrong scope. CC3, establishes and maintains agreements subcompetency. 2. The prospective client's expectations about what coaching can deliver are outside what this engagement can provide. Example, they expect the coach to solve their problems, tell them what to do, or guarantee a business outcome. If the coach senses this mismatch and enrolls anyway, hoping to shift it in session, they're setting up a coaching agreement that was never real. CC3 Subcompetency 2 requires reaching agreement about what is and is not appropriate in the relationship, what is and is not being offered. Wrong scope enrollment skips this entirely. ICF Code of Ethics 2025, Standard 1.1. Communicate before coaching begins with coaching clients, sponsors, and other involved parties to explain the nature of coaching and to co-create a coaching agreement regarding roles, responsibilities, confidentiality, financial arrangements, and other aspects of the coaching engagement. Wrong scope enrollment is aware of the mismatch and proceeds without surfacing it. Standard 1.1 requires the conversation before signing. Signal 4, wrong reason. CC1, demonstrates ethical practice, subcompetency. 1, personal integrity. This is the hardest signal to name honestly. The coach's primary motivation for enrolling is their own revenue need, not the client's fit. The prospective client seems willing. The timing is tight. The pipeline is thin. Module 3's pricing math shows a thin pipeline. The coach enrolls. 6 weeks in, the engagement is strained. Wrong reason enrollment is an ethics failure dressed as a revenue decision. ICF Code of Ethics 2025, Standard 5.2. Make verbal and written statements that are true and accurate about what I offer as an ICF professional, what is offered by ICF, the coaching profession, and the potential value of coaching. A coach who enrolls when fit is absent has implicitly represented the engagement as appropriate, which Standard 5.2 prohibits. Standard 5.3. Adhere to the philosophy of doing good versus avoiding bad, recognizing the impact of my professional conduct on my clients, stakeholders, the coaching profession, and society. Personal integrity in interactions with clients isn't suspended when your pipeline is thin. That's the CC1 failure. State it plainly. The 4 signals at a glance. Wrong fit. CC1 Subcompetency 5, Standards 5.1 and 4.2. Wrong stage. CC1 Subcompetency 6, Standards 4.2 and 4.3. Wrong scope. CC3 Subcompetency 2, Standard 1.1. Wrong reason. CC1 Subcompetency 1, Standards 5.2 and 5.3. These are structural mismatches, not hard clients. The operator's job isn't to take easy clients. It's to take appropriate clients. The lesson page has the Don't Enroll Decision card. 1 page, 4 sections. For each signal, a diagnostic question and a walk-away threshold. Fill in what each signal looks like in your specific niche. The card is also a self-referential check for the wrong reason signal. Ask yourself explicitly whether the enrollment decision is being made in the client's interest. Build the card before your next discovery call, not during the debrief process, before. Knowing when not to enroll is the decision. Executing it, with the willing buyer still on the call, is the skill. That's next.